Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside... yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Mariota now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2. On second down, here's Henry. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mariota gives to Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been...
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw is Mariota. Throw left side complete to Sharp. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll throw again. Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A Titan 1st down. Mariota to Walker.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because it plays just like that. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands first. Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Throwing is Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's sharp. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he fins, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the offense will take him.
There you go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he locates Walker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Derek Carr didn't even close out the game.
And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on, man, no touchdown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
There you go, Conley. Way to shut it down.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Conley Island again. There you go. That's how you close out the game.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal.
Crazy game. Good defensive battle.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?
Return to stream should happen in about 1 hour. Be back online, so I appreciate you
very
visiting.
good about that victory.
Another Raider victory.
So for the home team here,
7-1.
The win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our...
Cut him off. He's still talking. 7-1 Raiders, man. That's what I'm talking about. 2019 is gonna be big for us. It's been big for me. So like I said, I'll be back online in about 1 hour after I return from work against them Jaguars. Got some upgrades to do. We'll do those later. Chargers and Chiefs right on me still, though. Number 2 versus number 5, huh? And do both of those.